Hi folks, James here. Yep, it really is me. I thought as today's session's all about new technologies, what I'd do is I'd use a new technology, my phone, rather than me, an older technology, to give you your instructions. Now, as my face isn't going to change an awful lot, what I thought I'd do is we'd go on a little kind of country stroll whilst I gave you instructions, and at least have something vaguely prettier to look at than me. We might see some interesting animals. I doubt it, and I wouldn't know what they are anyway, because that's biology and Mark and Stephen and people like that. So, enough of me, and if we move on, and we'll start wandering off. So, the main point of today is to think about new technologies. So there's two kind of sessions. The first session, I suppose about 45 minutes or so, is a chance for you to have a play, either learn a new, get to grips with blogging or wikis or whatever, or take an area that you've given some thought to in the past and develop it a bit further. So the first session's a bit of a confidence building skills session, and then after about 45 minutes or so, we'll move on to a bit where you'll take one of these technologies, or maybe two, that you're particularly interested in, and then you'll think a bit more critically about how they might be used in teaching, how they might be applicable to your teaching, and what are the possible strengths and even some of the weaknesses, if there are any, as to how they might be used. So, if you look below this video, what you'll see is, well, if you look below this camera, you'll see a dog there running off. But if you look below this video, you'll see a little table, and it lists some of the new technologies. It's not an exhaustive list, it's just one that I made up, or will make up when I get home. Feel free to add some more, tell me what you think should be in there as well. I might be so 2006 that I need updating, and that's fine. But below here is a table. On the table lists a number of new technologies that I think people are getting to grips with and using in lessons. In the middle column is some links to places where you can go to find out a bit more. So either places to sign up or examples or videos to help you. And in the third column, if you get a bit confident and want to do something, then there's a list of the kind of things I think perhaps you could do even in a short space of time. So the first 45 minutes or so is a familiarisation session. Pick one or two of those, have a rummage around, get to grips with them, get to see what you think, good and bad, maybe find some example websites or whatever. Then what I want you to do is take one of the technologies and then look at it in a bit more detail. So about the second 45 minutes or so, pick one that interests you and think about a bit more critically about why it might be useful, what might be the advantages, and where might it be used, and jot some of that down. You should have been given a group number when you came in the room, and so one of you in your group's holding a piece of paper with a number on it. If not, I'll pause and I'll sort of dramatically stop walking just to make that point. Can you turn around and look at myself or Mark or Elaine and ask for a piece of paper with a group number on? Because that is important and you will need that. Excellent, everyone got one? I'll carry on there. So, what you'll do in the second half when you're thinking about what's good about that technology is on the right-hand side, I think there'll be a menu somewhere with a number of pages saying group 1, group 2, group 3, whatever. You'll go to the group page for your group number and you'll write some of that down. Bearing in mind that in our lecture after coffee, I will be asking a member of each of your groups to tell me what is the best thing you discovered about using blogs or using RSS or using wikis or whatever in your time. So I think that's pretty much about it. What you've got? Oh, look, dog in there. Oh, off and stop. Brilliant. Nature in action. So 45 minutes or so to play around. Use the table below. Just get to grips, get a feel. If you're not sure, help each other. Then a gong will sound, or a bell, or Mark will clap his hands or something. And then you'll go to your wiki page, group 1, group 10. Somewhere there'll be an edit button. Have a rummage around, or we'll help you. And add on some information. Good examples of practice, possible strengths, possible limitations, showing you've got some thought. I think that's about it. I suspect there'll be people around to help you, or more importantly, you can help each other. Peer-assisted learning. I'm sure there's lots of papers. Some of you read about those in your 1C. And I think that's about it for me. So I will, goodbye from me. Tilly will say goodbye. Will you say goodbye, Tilly? Or she'll sort of eat some grass, and that'll do. And